We are making the Happy Tomato Baking Company or Happy Tomato Cookie Company. We're not really sure yet, depending upon.
I didn't even know that was decided.
Oh.
Oh.
That what? It might not be a cookie company, that it might be a big.
No!
That it was called the Happy Tomato Cookie
That
Company?
it's this big thing.
We're making a cookie recipe. How about that? Okay. We're making a cookie recipe. We're trying to figure out what it is. But we're starting from scratch because we want to own this thing. So we're figuring it out based on our extensive experience in cookie making. Some of us more than others. 1 cup of flour, 1 flax egg, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup of sugar. What else?
We're starting with 2/3 of a cup of sugar.
2/3 of a cup of sugar.
Teaspoon of vanilla extract, teaspoon of almond extract.
Teaspoon of vanilla, teaspoon of almond.
Teaspoon of baking soda.
Teaspoon of baking soda.
1/3 of a cup of oil that we'll have to play around with.
1/3 of a cup of oil.
And then 1/2 cup of plant milk, and then we'll also see with that.
Okay, and then we're just going to see if it's going to work out. Yeah. There we go. So we are estimating on some of these things because we don't actually have measuring spoons. So it's 1 tablespoon of flax to 3 tablespoons of water for a flax egg. So, and then everything else, it'll be similar measurements, but the teaspoons are being approximated also. We have a cup measure, so we're good. By the way, we are up in the mountains, so that's why.
That also affects the cooking.
That also affects the cooking, that's true. We measured out a 1/2 cup, so it's a half is the experiment. Details, details, details. We'll just write that down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just trying it out anyway. We're making it up. We're just making it up differently now.
Yep. Okay.
A teaspoon of almond, so pour it in.
Yep. And we got a teaspoon of vanilla.
A teaspoon of vanilla.
And this cracked cap is so annoying.
Cracked cap?
So I dropped it.
Oh, that's why it leaked on the way up.
Indeed.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so mix it up.
I think that is everything. We'll just check the proportions, when we're going. If we need to add more of anything.
And then see if it comes out.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, flax egg.
I'm gonna mix with the dry stuff first.
Okay. Mixing up.
Oh, salt. We forgot salt.
Oh, yeah. How much salt?
Teaspoon?
A whole teaspoon?
1/2 teaspoon?
Half.
Are you keeping a record of any of this? Is this?
We are updating.
We are keeping a record, but our teaspoon and tablespoon measures are questionable.
Yeah.
So we will have to repeat
plant
this.
milk. We didn't do plant milk.
Oh, yeah. Details. 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 What? How much plant milk?
Well,
1/2 cup.
Start with a 1/4 and then work up to a 1/2 if you
Okay. All right.
So 1/2 teaspoon of this. So just fill up the other side.
Yeah.
Alright, pretty good?
Yeah. Julia Child, please don't be looking at this.
Probably is.
Oh, who else?
I mean, if
Emerald.
if anybody,
Julie Child's been.
I would be.
Did it for a while.
Oh. How about, what's her name? Martha.
It is. Martha Stewart.
Yeah. Martha, please don't say anything. We're doing our best.
Okay.
All right, next.
Plant milk?
Plant milk. Okay, 1/3 of a cup, 1/4 of a cup, working up.
Yeah.
Of course, when you are making a cookie recipe, you should know what kind of plant milk you're using. We happen to have the Chobani oat plant milk. Vanilla version.
We should note that too. It's probably not gonna be that big of a difference, but.
I think the oat milks are very different depending.
In cooking, I mean, I don't pay attention, I guess, so I can't. Comment.
Right, but you know.
We don't have a 1/4 cup measure. Should we just go straight for the 1/2, or unless we have a small
I think
one
there might be a 1/4 cup in here. Yep. Not incredible. Huh.
No measuring spoons.
Well, we should have used the 1/3 cup measure too. Oh well. Okay, now I get to mix it up. And then we get to mix it all together. We are melting the coconut. for 30 seconds. It doesn't take
Okay,
much.
this one is
Pouring it in. Wow, it
just
looks,
getting
it
that
has like
somewhere.
this bluish tinge. I don't know why.
what?
To the,
The light.
yeah, that's weird.
Okay.
And I'm at 6% battery for some reason.
Some reason.
Some reason. Mixing it up. Now the cook temperature, we've decided we're going to start with 350, which is the normal cook temperature for baking anything. You'll know that because when you turn your oven on to bake, it normally just goes to 350.
Although this one has no preset.
Oh, it doesn't?
It
Wow.
does not. Although I like this one because it does start heating up as soon as you press the bake button when you're setting the temperature.
Yeah. Don't waste a few precious seconds.
I know.
Ooh, we only have 1 more minute on the beans, then we get to rinse them and put them on to cook. By the way, we're also making enchiladas, and then later we'll be making bread for sandwiches tomorrow. Cook, 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 cook. Bake, cook, bake, cook, bake, cook, bake, cook.
Okay, this looks a little bit liquidy. I don't know if the plant milk was needed. That probably was a mistake.
How about another
I
cup of
haven't made
flour?
cookies in a while.
Another cup of flour or another half cup?
Well, let's start with a half cup, I think.
Okay. Write that down.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake.
No, it was meant to
Buy
be.
it.
Something every day. Don't scoop flour. Pour it into the cup.
Good idea.
Okay.
Okay, that's about a half cup. So
Yeah, it looks good.
We'll try that.
Okay, did you write it down?
I will.
Okay. Yeah, it was a little liquidy, so we decided to... The royal we decided to add some flour. Might need more, right?
Yeah,
Looks
this
like
is
it.
like cake batter more.
Okay, adding another half cup. Poured out a little too much, so we're going to use some of it.
Not the royal we this time. Don't include me on that.
Okay. I poured out. I'm owning it. I poured out a little too much flour. So we're going to save some of it for the bread.
In case we don't need it all.
In case we don't need it all. Thank you.
I can't tell.
So definitely this recipe is on the road to repeat. Even if it tastes amazing, we may never be able to do it again.
Let's do a little more.
How are we doing, Betty?
It's pretty close to a...
Half cup left?
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
I'll call that.
All right, I'm losing my battery.
Darn.
Darn. That's looking good.
Oh, it's better.
Better.
That
Okay.
plant milk was still a mistake.
Adding another 1/4 cup of the flour because...
It's passable, but it could use a little more, I think. Also, we
Okay.
need the flax egg. Let's put that in too.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the flax egg because maybe
That'll add
we...
some moisture, so it
Maybe
might be
we
good
end
then.
up needing the whole amount of flour.
Are you sure you did 3 tablespoons of this?
Of water?
water?
Yeah.
It's pretty dry.
Well, so the flax egg was heaping and the tablespoons of water couldn't be heaping.
Well, you know, I mean, that's okay, because sometimes you do 2 tablespoons of water per flax egg.
Okay.
It's 2 to 3 of
All right.
water.
Okay, so now we mix it up and we put it on the cookie sheet. Do we grease the cookie sheet?
Yeah, I'll just put some pan or something.
Oh, right. Okay. Do we have pan?
We do.
We do. Wow. Well, stocked kitchen. Spray the pan.
Is that good? I don't use pans.
A little more. It has to actually cover. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, how we doing these cookies?
Follow them up and put them down.
Okay. I think we should get a scooper next time so that we can portion it out, like so that they're all the same size.
Is that what?
I think that's what you do, right? Because you want to
I see a
have...
lot of recipes that say that, but a lot don't really care.
Well, it depends on if you're selling the cookies or
That's
not.
true.
And if we are doing the Happy Tomato Baking Company,
Yep.
or the Happy Tomato Cookie Company, then we will need to have some consistency in the size of the cookie.
Okay, so when I'm noticing when I'm rolling it, it kind of comes apart because it's kind of soft.
But that's okay, right?
It might mean that it won't hold up well in the oven.
Oh. Okay. And then we start working from there, adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying.
Integrating
Integrating,
and
differentiating. Okay, the oven is heating to 350. That is going to be our first test temperature.
Okay, and then do you want to try different times on them? Pull them out at different times? Or what?
Let's see. If we have a whole tray coming out and we still have more left over, or are you saying, do we want to divide the cookie batter in half and then put half of it here now and then do another half later at a different time?
Well, what I was thinking is cook it and then just pull some of them out and leave others cooking longer and then pull some of those out and leave it.
Oh,
Although taking them off might be tricky. Cause they might
I
not
would
be-
say do the whole thing, because once you open the oven, you're changing the parameters for the baking.
Sure, but
I know we're not going by any very special formula right here.
okay. So do you want to do, I guess, 2 batches or just one?
Two
batch?
batches.
So we'll do 2 different times.
Well, how many cookies will fit on here?
I guess we'll see.
So ball them all up so that we know. And then put half of them in here. If it's more than can fit on one tray,
And we'll do.
then for sure we're doing 2 batches.
What do you want to do? Like 8 and 12, or probably more than 8. Probably like 10 and
If it's 10,
10 and 12. Maybe?
10 and 10.
10 and wait. Aren't we? Isn't the point to do 2 different temperatures?
Yeah, 10 and 10.
2 different times. Sorry.
Oh,
Do you wanna do
minutes? Are you
different-
talking about minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Times or temperatures? What do you want to?
temperature. Well, so if you put all of those
Either
variables, too many variables at one time.
Well,
So you're either varying temperature
that's
or
what I'm asking. Do you want to do temperature or time?
your experiment. You tell me.
Let's try 12 minutes at 350 and 12 minutes at a temperature we will decide after seeing them.
Okay. Yeah, so now you're going to ball them all up, and only half of them will go on the tray, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Pretty sure that it's a little bit heavy on the oil. 25 little cookies emerged from that batch, and we're going to do 2 batches. I think it's 350 degrees different times.
What?
350 degrees different times, so different
I
temperatures.
think we'll plan on doing different temperatures, but we'll see when the first one comes out.
Okay. First one, and the first one's going in for how long?
I don't know, 10, 12 minutes. Oh,
Okay, we'll figure it out.
yeah.
TBD. Okay, here we are. How many minutes was that?
12.
And stop. Okay, so now we're looking to see if the cookies recipe are ready. Oh, what do you think?
Oh, they're not.
They didn't flatten at all.
Wow.
You think it's ready? No, it needs a little,
No, I think they're ready. Pull them out.
okay.
That's good to know, though. That
Didn't flatten. Okay, put it back in, keep it warming, and then decide what to do next. That was 10 minutes?
That was 12.
12 minutes.
Okay, so
Oh, that feels pretty good.
What kind of cookies are these, Brady?
These are not right. They're not going to be.
Double almond
Right.
anymore. It was only single almond.
It's single almond cookies
And wasn't there going to be
almond
chocolate
cookies.
something?
on the top. Yeah.
Almond?
Just a dusting?
It's gonna be double.
We have to keep them separate.
It's gonna be almond double chocolate cookies.
Okay.
Or wait, no, double almond chocolate cookies.
But now they're just almond.
But we're not gonna put on the almond or the
Chocolate.
chocolate until we get the batter right, because those are
Okay.
stopping.
Okay.
Okay, so we should let that cool. The pan.
Okay.
What are we gonna try next?
I think let's
For the
try 12 minutes again. I mean, look at them. Do you think they should go a little hotter or not as hot? If they do not as hot, we can even go longer.
Do we think that they need... I mean, we should taste it, right?
Yeah, we won't really know until they cool, so... But I don't want to wait that long. I feel like maybe go a little hotter. I mean, it's going to be totally different once it cools, but...
Wow.
How is it?
Good. Do we want it to be a little browner at the top because some people
Very
think
soft.
that's attractive?
I mean, I'm curious what it would be like at a lower temperature. I mean, I think a little higher.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure, for the same amount of time, a little higher?
Sure.
Okay. So, 10 minutes or 12? I forget.
We did 12.
12 minutes and then 375?
Sure.
Okay, we have to wait for that pan to cool down.
Where's your dad?
In the meantime, here we are,
I think the almond's a little bit...
and we're following a recipe for artisan bread. Our recipe for baguettes yesterday went a little awry. It was edible, but it was not quite baguettes. Everything went flat after we let it rise too long. So we know we're not going to do that this time. We're going to bake it right away. There was some confusion about what we should do. But 3.5 cups, 2 cups of yeast, 2 cups, 2 cups of yeast, 2 teaspoons of yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, and then 1.5 cups of water. And then we let it sit. Shaggy dough, and then sit. I see. Okay, getting ready to go. Pan is cooled down sufficiently. Temperature,
Reheating.
preheating at 375, and we'll go in for the same 12 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we like it better, 375 degrees at 12. So to compare, that's the color. So we have a much healthier color. And we're at 7,000 altitude. So 375, 12 minutes, 7,000.